Good morning, good morning, good morning. How y'all doing? Early. It is 4 a.m. here on the East Coast, and I'm sorry I missed yesterday's, but the day before just wore me out. Mom went for her last treatment, got to ring the bell, so that's a good thing. And so now I got to get on with my business. Okay, so that's exactly what we're going to do this morning. Go on with the business at hand. I'm going to put a little bit of yesterday's in here, the two important things I feel like was really important yesterday. Mercury in its retrograde. It is, Mercury in its retrograde, going retrograde, and also in Capricorn. And it's going to be moving back toward Sagittarius here. So that is, we're going to be dealing with going back, working through issues, working through things, rethinking our plans, what we want to get going. I know I was doing that as well yesterday. And this will be until, I believe it's January the 1st, when Mercury will go direct. Yeah. And that will start at 10 p.m., 10:07 p.m. on the East Coast. So adjust your time for it. We may even be going back to don't be surprised if you start thinking all the way back to August, a time in August, that you may be going through some issues from that point. Because I was thinking about this yesterday, and I was like, yeah, it's time for me. I need to go back and reassess some things, redo some things, look back at what has not been progressing like it should, and dealing with those issues that need to be taken care of, and getting things in order. So don't be surprised if you're going back, reviewing or reassessing all those things, because this Mercury is sitting at the midheaven. So remember, the midheaven is where the direction of we want to go in our life. We look at things where we are right now and what we want to look forward to. Some people may be reassessing those things of what they've been trying to get published or get taken care of. Remember that Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, so it could be a lot of stuff, legalities that need to be looked back over, and reassessing those documents, all things that need to be taken care of. Did I cross the T's? Did I dot the I's? Did I do this? Did I do that? Does this need to be signed? Does that need to be signed? It's focusing in on where we want to get those things finished and done. So go back over those things and look at all those things that you've been working on since maybe back in August. I think mine was in September, mid-September, that you've been patiently trying to get done, and you still have to deal with something here, or rectify some things as well in your life. So life can be a lot more pleasant, taken care of. You feel, once you get something done here, you feel good. It's finished. It's done. The next big thing that happened yesterday was the moon had moved into, and this was at 10:32 in the morning, the moon went into Capricorn. And the rest of the day was spent with the moon. Once it entered into Capricorn, It came in opposition with Vista, as you can see right here. When it entered, it became in that opposition. And then, while it's in Capricorn, it sextiled to Saturn, knowing, okay, I got to dedicate, I got to devote myself to getting something moving here. And then we had the moon trying Jupiter retrograde. So these are the three things that emotionally, knowing that it came in here, Capricorn is that business-like energy where we have to deal with things that need to be dealt with. If it's going back to school, you got to look at these things for next, maybe the next semester. You have to get all your stuff together. So when classes start, you're ready to go. If there's some documents or something here that you're working on or you've been doing that you need to get done, you're reassessing those, you're reviewing those. So it's knowing what you need to do now and what you're going to dedicate yourself to, even though it may be somewhat difficult and you just don't. You're having to look at how dedicated you are to something here. And with this Mercury going back into Jupiter, you're looking at where your life is right now and saying, hey, I have to do what it needs to get done here. And, whether it be some sort of responsibilities, like I said, education, work, or legalities, or whatever this is that you're having to go back to. Did I cross all the T's? Did I dot all the I's? It's that energy with, once you know this is all done, and whatever it is that needs to get done at this time, you can enjoy the holidays with your family, your friends, or whatever this is, because you've got the work done. Now, let's see what's going to be on the 14th today, at right after midnight last night, with the moon being in Capricorn. This is really grounded energy. It came into conjunction with Mercury, 8 degrees, 24 minutes in. And this was after midnight. So you may be reevaluating the day. What did you do? I know what I did. I rested because I was just plumb exhausted. And it became that moon. Did you feel satisfied with whatever it was? Because now Mercury is not stationed anymore. It is retrograde. It was triggered when the moon came into conjunction with it that, hey, how do you feel? I know, but like I said, I just needed rest yesterday, big time. So I did. I was like, I was done. I didn't talk to anybody. I didn't want to face anything. I just wanted rest is what I needed. So this is where we're really looking at our life. It's an opportunity for the new beginnings to begin. And how is this new beginning going? What are we going toward? Where was our life going? Where do we want our life to go? Are we happy in the job? Are we happy in the career? Are we happy with the way our life is going? Is it giving us everything we need? And this is where you're going to be rethinking all this stuff, because it's all about the moon today. The moon is also going to be in this sextile with Venus. Remember I said Venus is, I was talking about before, with these sextiles with Mercury and the moon sextiling over to Venus. Do we feel we're getting emotionally what we need from the other person or other people that can help us to obtain, to work through some things? So then that flame, once, it's almost like once you accomplish things, it's like, did you take the final exams? Did you get your job, something at your job done? Did things get done? I noticed yesterday I was sitting and watching some of the news, and it was like I could see where the government and Congress and all was. I know they're fixing to go on their holidays because they've already said that. So they were trying all the stuff that was going on where they were taking all these votes, and I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh, these people just want to hurry and get this done and get on so they can go and be with their families and go back to their districts or whatever. So it was like getting those final things finished up. And so some of us are going to be working on that before. Nobody wants to go into the holidays and have things that are just kind of, it would be like putting up the tree on Christmas Eve or the last final things. Do we have this? Do we have that? It can be a very stressful time right now. Going back over all this stuff. So don't get yourself caught up too much in the energy of Neptune with things from the past that have to be done. Don't let yourself get so stressed out over it. Just work it as you can and go through it. And that is the big thing today with the moon, because it will be squaring Chiron. It's about, do you feel, don't get yourself where you're not feeling well emotionally, or very tensed, or very stressed out. Don't make things worse, or I don't want to say worse. Don't take a small thing and blow it into something big. Just look at it, say, this is what I need to get done, and deal with what has to be taken care of. Because we still have the moon conjuncting, as these two, the midheaven and Mercury, are conjunct. It's now retrograde, and the moon still has that energy of, what do you feel here? What do you feel you have to do in your life? Handle it with grace. Deal with what's got to be done. Don't let yourself get stressed out, because stress can cause a lot of health issues. Just do what you have to deal with. Because with the square, there could be something here that could kind of get you sort of in a difficult thing, overcoming some things here. Maybe not going the way you want it to go. Maybe like some things I got to do today, I really don't want to do, but I have to do them. So don't stress over the small stuff. Just go do it. Let it be, and it'll be fine. And that's around, when this square hits, it's going to be around 12:45 Eastern Standard Time. So adjust your time to that. Just at that, especially at that point of time, and up till 8 o'clock at night, you're going to be working through this challenge to really keep yourself calm. It's all about the health, your health, not letting yourself get too stressed out over things. Okay? It'll be all right. It'll be okay. And then later in the evening, around 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, you'll have to adjust it to yours. Like on the West Coast, at 8 o'clock, it's actually going to be 5 o'clock. People are going to be getting off from work over there, heading home. Traffic may be bad, whatever this. Just all I can say is, don't do something here or get too overly emotional, and let whatever is a challenge for you, that you're still dealing with something from the past, you just want it finished and done. So go ahead and when you feel that tension getting in your body and you feel yourself tightening up today, take a step back and breathe. Just breathe. It's going to be okay. It'll be all right. We'll get it done. I'll get it finished. There's always tomorrow to do whatever was not finished today. Because tomorrow's Friday, weekend's coming, and maybe there can be some time then to relax. Okay, because today I was like, I'm not looking forward to this day. I have to go to the doctor for myself, and I really don't like going out in the traffic. I don't want to deal with all that mess. I just, and waiting, there's nothing more stressful than going in a doctor's office, especially when you've been in doctor's office after one, after another, after another. You go in there, you sit, you wait, and then you got to be here. Well, the doctor's behind today, and blah 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 blah. And it's like, really, you give me an appointment time, and I have to sit here and wait. So just breathe, get through it. Don't let it ruin your day or your evening. Finish it up. Let that be whatever it is you're doing here. Get it done. And like I said, I don't know what everybody's dealing with. I know I've got a couple of things I got to do that I really just don't. It's not that I don't want to face them. It's just, I just want the day to come to an end. Really. So I can just finally just exhale. It's like I feel like I've been holding my breath for so long over the last few months. It would be nice to just let the air go and just say, gone, it's done, it's finished. You know what I'm saying? So that's what today's all about, is to just decompress. Don't let yourself get stressed out about what's to come or what is coming, because we do have the square to Chiron, and we do have the square to the North Node. You don't know how it's going to work out. Don't let yourself get caught up in the past where you've been struggling on something here. You're going to be dealing with other people. And like I said, the holidays is a very stressful time. And the sun being in a square to Neptune as well, being focused on getting these things done. And it's like you might look at something today and say, what is the problem here? What is the holdup? Just try and go with the flow, and don't let yourself get over anxious, over stressed, and just take those times when it just to breathe. If you have to do something and you got to wait on something today, most people get on their phones. I don't really like that, because all it does is kind of tense me up. Get a good book or something like that. Just, communicate with others, and just enjoy the day the best you can, and do what you can get done. Okay? Because it is going to be sort of an intense day about midday. And I like that. At that time, I just noticed this. When the moon, I'm going back just a minute here, when the moon's showing this, the moon and this energy all combined here together toward Venus. And Venus is, in Scorpio. It's, in that 8th house. It's in Scorpio. So wherever Scorpio is in your chart, Scorpio is, and again, I will say, the moon and Venus are debilitated right now. So it's going to be a challenging day. Just to learn to control your breathing. When things get too kind of stressful, just kind of breathe. Okay? Not going to feel like doing this or doing that, or getting this done or getting that done. Moon's at 11, Venus has 11. That's very sort of feeling the conflict, the tension. And somehow you have to release that tension. And it, like I said, it's going to, don't let yourself get all stressed out today. Okay? That is the big thing, is today to take it and breathe. When you feel that you're like you're getting stiff and agitated or something here and something's not going right, take the step back, taking a deep breath, because it's like I said, I feel like for months now, a few months, couple of months, at least 2.5 months, I feel like I have just been holding my breath. And it's been one thing after another, after another, after another. And we need to breathe. We need to take the air in and then just let it go. Let the tension go. Breathing is the best thing whenever you feel that tension is so strong. But what I went back for on this with Venus here, the main thing that caught my eye was 5:55 is the time, Eastern Standard Time. It's time to change. It's time to change. It's time that there is this new beginning. And every time you start a new beginning on something, you kind of feel a little stress there in your life. And with the moon being detriment, because it's in its opposite from its house of rulership, Venus in opposition to its house of rulership, this can be feeling kind of stressful. You know, things could be sort of negative. It can be sort of weak. You just don't have the energy. And even breathing can help you take in new energy. And exhaling can release the bad energy. So learn to breathe. And just kind of get in this zone of, I'm not going to let this get to me. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to do what I got to do. And that's it. It's like you got a big meeting you go into and you're all nervous and it's all ramped up. Before you get there, breathe. Don't focus on so much of what you're going to say, what you're going to do. Just get it done. And don't hold your breath. It's like the doctors, when I go to the doctor's office, they say right before they draw blood, because I hate needles. I cannot stand it. And they will tell me, do not hold your breath. Because, you get more tense. And when you get tense, your arteries contract and they get real tight. So it can be a little bit more painful. So every time I go in and I know I'm getting this done, I'll start to breathe in and I'll let the air out. And breathing helps release that tension, that stress. Okay? That's the number one killer of people, is stress, being overstressed. Okay? I'm sorry I keep saying okay. All right. I want to put this message up here. Everyone, please like, thumbs up, subscribe, share, comment, share the link, hit the notification bell so you'll know when I'm going live. So you won't miss a live. Thank you for supporting the channel, and by giving the thumbs up and becoming a subscriber and commenting and sharing the links, you are supporting the channel. Okay? And if you need any other additional information about me, how to contact me, or even talk about maybe a reading or questions you may have, please do your questions in the comment. It's easier for me to get back to them real quick, because I'm not always sitting here going through my emails and all that. But comment in the box below, because I will get the notifications that there is a comment there. And I will get back to you just as quick as I see it. So y'all take care. Y'all have a nice, wonderful day. And I will be back later this evening. I hope I have the energy to come back and finish up some readings as well. Okay? So y'all take care, and I love you all. And again, like I said, remember, please give the videos thumbs up. If you're new here, subscribe, comment below. If you got a question, like I said, put it there. Share the link with your friends, family, whoever, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss a live. And thank you for supporting the channel. Okay? Bye all for now. See y'all later.